Have you ever wondered why some people stay poor all their lives, while others rise from nothing to great success? Is it just fate, or do our thoughts and decisions play a bigger role than we think? Today, I'll tell you a story that might completely change the way you see life if you truly listen and understand it. Ravi lived in a quiet little village. Every day, he worked hard from dawn till dusk, yet his situation never improved. He often sighed and thought, if only I had more money, my life would be so much better. But that's all he did. He never took any action to change his situation. One day, the village buzzed with excitement. A famous businessman named Vikram Sen was visiting. Years ago, Vikram had lived in the same village, poor and unknown. But now, he owned a multi-crore business in the city. Everyone gathered to see him. Ravi pushed through the crowd and asked eagerly, "Sir, you were once poor like us. How did you become so rich?" Vikram smiled and said, "Because I changed my mindset." Ravi frowned. "Mindset? How can that make someone rich?" Vikram said gently. "Come, let me tell you a story. It's my story, and maybe it can be yours too." A few years ago, Vikram lived in the same village, struggling to survive. His father was a daily laborer who could barely feed the family twice a day. Vikram also worked beside him, sweating in the fields. But deep down, he kept asking himself, is this how I'll spend my entire life? Then, one day, a friend from the city gifted him a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The book said something that struck him deeply. The biggest difference between the rich and the poor is not money. It's mindset. A poor person says, "I can't afford it." A rich person asks, "How can I afford it?" That single line changed Vikram's thinking forever. He realized that, to change his life, he first needed to change his thoughts. He didn't have money or special skills, but he had courage. Using his small savings, Vikram started a little tea stall in front of his house. There were already many tea stalls in the village, so he decided to do something different. With every cup of tea, he shared a short inspirational story. Soon, people came, not just for tea, but for the stories. His stall became the most popular spot in the village. Vikram also learned another important lesson. Earning money isn't enough. You must save and invest wisely. He began saving a portion of his income and learned business basics from an old local trader. He noticed that villagers had to travel far just to buy daily essentials. So, with his savings, Vikram opened a small general store right in the village. It became a big success. Within months, he expanded, bought a motorcycle, and began selling goods in nearby villages. Eventually, his confidence grew. He went to the city to learn about online business and soon began selling handmade village products online. His idea took off, and the once poor villager became a successful entrepreneur. When Vikram finished his story, Ravi's eyes were full of new hope. He finally understood. True poverty isn't the lack of money, it's the lack of the right mindset. From that day on, Ravi stopped complaining about fate and started changing his way of thinking. And slowly, his life began to change too. Friends, this story isn't just about Ravi. It could be about you. Stop blaming fate and start believing in your ability to change. Because when you change your mindset, you can change your entire life. So ask yourself, will you live like the man who blamed his destiny? Or like the one who changed his mindset and built a new future? If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational stories. Remember this? Change your thinking or stay stuck forever. The choice is yours.